Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time. Jai Opetaia, fighting out of Sydney, Australia. One of the most feared southpaws in the world today. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at them.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia, by way of Sydney, an IBF cruiserweight champion of the world, Jai Opetaia. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town. So here we go. Should be a good one. It's all offense all the time. Nice job blocking the hook. He didn't take that jab well at all. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Nice idea, and that hook lands. Those who thought this would be a minute. Oh, wait a minute! Tarver in some serious trouble. And Antonio Tarver crushes to the canvas. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Tarver in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
Focus, get your mind back on the fight.
And there's the bell to start round 2. He couldn't finish him. And that hook scores. That counter shot lands. Fighter relies. Hold that thought! Tarver's been rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Did you see that? Tarver in some serious trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good defense on that right hook. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get back in. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Come on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back.
Good work. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away.
You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get this boxing back together.
Let's get it started in round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Holding nothing back here in the round. They block the jab. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Can't connect with that right hook. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Catch and shoot. Hold that thought. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. For this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Come on. You've let him back into this.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a...
back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
This could be the end. It somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot one.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Forget about the nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Misses with the straight left. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Big swing and a miss with the hook. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on, you've let him back into the fight.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick. Just keep him on.
He's not in your league. Come on, switch on.
Get your one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight, considering the swelling and the bruising. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. They exchange punches. right hook misses. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. We've led him back into this.
You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Jab. Basics.
And there's the bell for round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Good defense with that left jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Good counter punching. It's bombs away. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Tarver in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot cast out if you prepared.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Shot from the gods, they...
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That is God. Did you see the shot?